And from Ukraine, let's now shift our focus to Pakistan, where greed, malevolence, ego, and a stolen election make us question, has Pakistan become ungovernable? You see, a week after the poll results showed a split verdict by the people, talks between two major parties in Pakistan to form a coalition government remain inconclusive. I'm talking about the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, PMLN, and the Pakistan People's Party, PPP. Now, one would think that elections would have put the country on the road to stability, but in the case of Pakistan, you see, the opposite is happening. First, the election produced a fractured mandate that triggered one controversy after another, and then amid widespread protests over poll irregularities, a senior official in Pakistan has admitted to election rigging. He says that the general election results were unfair.
I failed to conduct the elections fairly. I'm resigning from my post. I've committed a big mistake. We managed to declare 13 loser candidates as winner.
Rawalpindi ke 13 MLA की सीटें जो हारी हुई लोगों को हमने जितवाया है.
That was the Rawalpindi Commissioner Liaquat Ali Chatta. In a bombshell presser, Chatta told reporters that authorities in Rawalpindi changed the results of independent candidates. Now, to be clear, he is referring to candidates backed by the former Prime Minister Imran Khan's party. The independents led the poll results with a margin of over 70,000 votes. Chatta says there was so much pressure on him that he contemplated suicide. You heard that right. He said despite the pressure on him, he decided to make a public confession. He says he takes responsibility for the wrongdoing in Rawalpindi. He also accused the Chief Election Commissioner and the Chief Justice of Pakistan for their role in the rigging, allegedly. He was arrested by the police after the statement. Meanwhile, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Pakistan has vehemently denied the allegations. Now, this changes everything. It throws further question marks over the legitimacy of the elections itself. They were held on the 8th of February, and Chatta's claims put the spotlight on Pakistan's Election Commission and the powerful military, which has been accused by many political parties of rigging the election. And why is that? So they can change the outcome to favor former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's party, the PMLN, and Bilawal Bhutto Zardari's party, the PPP. The hung parliament had sent these two major parties scurrying to cobble up a majority. As I mentioned, Imran Khan's PTI won the biggest share of seats, the independents backed by the PTI, but it wasn't accepted as the winner by these two political parties. Instead, they have joined hands to run the government. It will be headed by former Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. It comprises a group of 6 political parties, but talks to bridge the differences still remain inconclusive. And this only adds to the current political and economic instability in the country. It's a hard road ahead for Pakistan, to say the least. The PMLN-led coalition is already unstable, and I say that because even though the other big party, the PPP, has decided to back the coalition, it wants to keep a distance. The PPP does not want to join the cabinet. And why is that, you may ask? Well, it's because no one would like to be a part of a weak coalition government. The economy is ailing, like we've been telling you. Whoever forms the government will have to make tough decisions, and the PPP knows that. And this is why they want to stay away. Conversely, the PPP could decide to back out and pull the rug from under the coalition government's feet. The PMLN would be shattered. What future does this post-poll alliance really have then? The process of government formation is yet to begin. The assembly needs to convene. Reserve seats must be distributed based on the party seat proportions. And then the election of a speaker is expected to take place. The process is sure to be long and arduous. Meanwhile, Imran Khan's PTI is reportedly contemplating telling its candidates to align with a religious party, Majlis-e Wahdatul Muslimin. This is so that they can claim reserved seats for women and minorities, which the PTI would otherwise be ineligible for, following the poll panel's decision to revoke the PTI's political party status. But the biggest political test in Pakistan would be the country's economic management. The next government's immediate agenda includes negotiating a new, more extensive program with the International Monetary Fund. It is because of Pakistan's looming heavy debt obligations and the expiry of the standby arrangement in April. The next government will be compelled to commit to taking strict steps. The question is, will the next Prime Minister be able to fix Pakistan's problems? WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.